Hey there, it's Lawson here, the assassin. I wanted to talk to you today about using AI in marketing. Now, pretty much every tool that we use, every application has got its own version of AI or is introducing its own version of AI to help enhance the productivity and the performance of those tools. So it's worth keeping an eye on the roadmap for that with all of the tools you use, but also keep an eye out for others in the category that might become the market leaders or new entrants. So it's a constant challenge just to keep on top of all of those things to see where you can use AI because everyone is using it. The evidence has shown that there's a proliferation of content being created by AI and the need for human written content and the quality of content that humans can write compared to AI has never been more important. Now, one of the reasons that this is happening is because there's so much content produced by AI, the AI tools are then consuming that content, and over time, the quality is starting to decline. So I've found that it's best to use your original thoughts and your original content and use AI to maybe tidy it up and enhance it a bit rather than relying on AI to create the content from scratch. It's early days in a lot of ways. We don't know where it's going to end up. So it's really an exercise in testing and measuring along the journey. So one of the things I think is worth developing is an AI content workflow. So understanding where you're going to use AI, where you're not, where you're going to use humans, how you're going to generate the prompts, whether you use standard prompts or you're going to iterate each time based on what you're trying to do. And then the other thing I think is really important, if you're just going to output AI and not have it checked or edited by humans, then you really need to let people know that's the source of it. So be transparent about that, and then your audience will be more forgiving. But they won't if you make out that this ordinary crappy content that you've created is yours, and then they'll just taking the mickey out of me. So where I think you really need to have a think about how you use AI and how you edit it and at what point. So it can save you a lot of time, especially when you want to develop new thinking strategies and that sort of stuff. You can play around and get some good ideas. You can also do frameworks and outlines for your content and then have the human to write it from there. That's what we tend to do. But I think you really need to have a clear plan as about how you're going to use it, and also make sure you do disclose when you do use it and it's not been checked. Hope you find this helpful.